Bulls, Bears, and the Ballot Box is written by Lou Goldfarb and Bob Deitrick, okay? And the book looks at 12 indicators of the economy, including the deficit, months in recession, stock market performance, a number of different things, to look at how American presidents have performed over the last 80 years. Now, for years, I've been doing my own analyses of stock market performance and job growth versus contraction, comparing when there is a Democrat in the White House versus when there's a Republican. And the Democratic numbers blow the Republican numbers out of the water. On stock market performance, almost tripling stock market performance annualized, and on job growth as well. In many less years in the White House, Democratic presidents able to produce many million more jobs than Republicans. This book seems to agree, Lewis.
Well, okay. You were right.
Yeah. Out of these 12 factors that Goldfarb and Deitrick look at, under 11 of these economic indicators, Democratic presidents beat Republicans. Okay, now this is a number of different things, looking at everything from average annual unemployment rate, average stock market performance, months in recession, change in personal disposable income per capita, annual trade balance, etc., etc. 12 different factors, 11 of them Democrats outperformed. The only one where Democrats were outperformed by Republicans was the average annual unemployment rate. Now again, that's a different indicator, the number of new jobs created, and if you go into the details of how the rate is computed versus looking at the number of jobs created, you would understand how you could have that discrepancy.
Now, I'm just wondering, I mean, you could look at this and just on the face of it say that unless it's explained, you could explain this appearance of an improved economic outlook and situation during Democratic presidencies as the result of cyclical changes in the economy or the preceding Republican administrations. I'm just saying.
You're playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, does the
we have
book
talked about
include that
before.
information?
Absolutely, and we've talked about it before. So number one, if it's purely cyclical, then the cycles seem to correspond directly inversely with Democratic and Republican elections, even when sometimes you only have 4 years in a row of a Democrat in the White House, and sometimes you might have multiple terms or more than that.
Right. But specifically, does the book mention the reasons why the authors think that these economic results were obtained?
I haven't read the book. So what I've looked at is the data that's in the book. I haven't read the entire editorial part. They may go into that, they may not. I'd be interested to look at that, for sure. Okay, so that's that. Interesting stuff. I'm sure there will be some mitigation of those numbers coming from the right, as we can expect. We have a bonus show, Lewis. Producer Lewis, after this show is over, Lewis produces and hosts the David Pakman Show bonus show. Today on that show, we'll talk about a man who unknowingly bypassed a $100 million airport security system. Didn't even know it. Detroit students getting free shoes for going to school on one particular day. What's that all about? And an incredible wanted ad for suicide bombers for Al-Qaeda. Get the bonus show, davidpakman.com/membership. We'll talk to you after the break.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.